So it's the beginning of January, the midwinter festivities are over. Here's our Christmas tree. We've had her a few years now, but we'll have her a few years yet. She's on her way back down to the garden until next Christmas. Wearing my Christmas shirt, thank you Dad. And my son has given me 100 English bluebell bulbs. It's very exciting. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I've got a jug of my own compost and a kneeling mat. But I'm not just planting them anywhere, I'm planting them somewhere very particular. Come and see. This is a beech tree. Beeches are one of my most favourite trees. They are just so beautiful and so elegant. Now we planted this 12 years ago. We bought it in a pot. It was 2 foot high when we planted it. I think it must be 24 or maybe even 30 foot high now. Now one of the things about beeches is that they're quite fussy about what grows beneath their canopy. Their roots will only allow certain plants to grow. And there's not many that do, but one that does is the bluebell. So today I'm going to be planting bluebells under beech trees. So this is a row of beeches that were planted about 10 years ago. As you can see, they've grown quite differently, partly because we've been trimming on this side to maintain access, and partly because I've got goats grazing on the other side. Now these are about ready to lay. Perhaps this winter, perhaps next winter. But in the meantime, the roots are having the same effect along here. So this nice south-facing bank, more bluebells. Dig the hole, add compost, plant the bulbs, and then cover over. Now this is a beech hedge that I laid a couple of years ago. So they were tall trees trimmed on both sides, and now they've been laid down to create a stock-proof barrier protecting my orchard from my goat grazing fields. More bluebells. Now, one of the things about beech trees is that every few years they give off a fantastic crop of beech nuts, which, while small, are actually incredibly tasty. Now, 8 years ago, I collected a whole harvest of beech nuts locally, some of which I ate and some of which I planted. And this tree here is one that I've grown from those seeds. Now, because it's growing in the goat field, you can see I have to build protection for it because the goats love beech leaves. But you can see how big a tree is after 8 years. Now it's got lots of space here, so I'm hoping that this is going to grow over time into quite a majestic, large, standard tree. So this little bonsai was also grown from seed from the same batch. But as you can see, it's much smaller, and that's because for about 4 years, when I started it off in a pot, I decided to try growing it as a bonsai tree. So I was pruning the top, pruning the roots and shaping it for its kind of elegance. And then one day I was walking past and it kind of called out to me, and it kind of gave me a very clear communication that it wasn't very happy being a bonsai tree. It wanted to spread out. And so then I planted it out here where it can properly spread out and grow to be a beautiful mature beech, and hopefully one day it'll give future generations a really nice crop of tasty beech nuts. And also future generations will be able to enjoy the beauty and the sweet perfume of a lovely glade of bluebells underneath it. Here's to the future.